some impressions. So this first guy is a person who is in way over his head. Thank you so much for the warm welcome, Gamal Abdul Farouk, and for translating. Hi, I am Craig, your new HR benefits coordinator for ISIS. All right, someone give Muhammad over there a cup of coffee before his snoring blows this place up. Oh, kidding aside, if you've been a member of ISIS for more than 90 days, you are now eligible for health benefits. It's through our provider, Blue Crescent Blue Sword. You have 3 plans to choose from: PPO, HMO, or oh God, no! However, we currently do not offer vision insurance because there's no future in sight. Look, here at ISIS, management wants you to have a healthy work-life balance, and if you're lucky, a work-death balance, which is why we now offer 10 days paid time off. You can do it whatever you want. We only ask that you log into the ADP Workforce Now portal and register those days. This way we know not to bother you, and so does the CIA. Look, I know it's on your mind, investment strategies. So, ISIS now offers a 401j plan, J for Jihad. You can defer up to 6% of your promised virgins. This way, over the course of eternity, those virgins could compound into an infinite amount of women you can have sex with. Look, if you have any questions, my doors are always open. Literally, they were bombed out last week. And I know you guys hate this. It's team building cheer, but let's just end on a fun note. When I say hey, you say hey. Hey! 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 Death to America! Thank you. This next scene will take place in the late 1940s. We're in a starkly lit interrogation room up in the Catskills Mountain near the Borscht Belt. This is a conversation between an FBI agent and a Borscht Belt comedian. All right, enough, Mr. FBI guy. What do you want from me, huh? Had I known I would have been tortured, I'd have stayed home with my wife. Yeah, nothing? Look, you want me to squeal on commies? You want me to squeal on some commies? Which is good, because, you cops already speak pig. Hey, don't hit me. Jeez, I'm seeing more punches and swings than at Ebbets Field. Yikes, hey. Jeez Louise, look. What, do I know any commies? Sure, I know commies. I perform for commies, blacks, Jews, wasps, and Hare Krishnas. Here's the thing, laughter all sounds the same. Okay, you're right, silence all sounds the same. I'm a crummy comedian. Jeez. Not as crummy as your career, though. You got donuts all over your tie. Ah, don't punch me. Jeez, I'm gonna have more black eyes the day after an Irish funeral. What? I didn't realize you were Irish. I just thought your hair was red because it changes color in the autumn. What does a guy got to do to get a cup of coffee around here? Name names. Problem is, I only remember faces. Hey, don't punch me. Jeez Louise. Gosh, you're more threatening than my wife after she has a headache. Nothing? You're right, I don't have a wife. I have 3, okay, look. Communism's no laughing matter. Redistribution of wealth. The only redistribution I've seen amongst the classes is the VD. This guy knows what I'm talking about. He's got more cold sores than a pimp who only eats pussy. Yay! Oh my gosh! Oh, here's the thing. Look, okay, I'll name names, all right. Here are all the communist comedians. Me, Chester Chuckles. Frankie Funnybones. Joey Laughs, Laughing Joey. Jackie Smiles, Smiley Joe. Tony Teeters, and Israel Morris. Oh, how do I like my coffee? Okay, I like my coffee like I like my women. Actually, can I just have a cup of tea? Thank you. I had a buddy who used to throw these crazy, raging parties in college, and they were wild. Everything would just end up being burnt in effigy. So this next character is his stepdad, showing up the Sunday morning after. Gilby! Why is there a corpse buried in the backyard? Thank you. I also used to work on an ambulance. I did that for a while, and it was in a county in upstate New York that had a lot of tax breaks for the entertainment industry. So a lot of my patients were, people of note, celebrities, and public speakers. So I'm going to completely disregard HIPAA and share these private moments with you. Jon Hamm of Mad Men fame drowned his head in a bucket of ice water.
Well, what the thing I was trying to keep into Don Draper's character, and I wanted to know what it felt like to be completely numb inside. So I drowned myself, and all I ended up getting was a terrible brain freeze.
Martin Scorsese had heart problems. I was in the middle of giving Bobby a note, Robert De Niro. So I'm in the middle of giving Bobby a note, and all of a sudden my heart is racing. It feels like a crazy Italian dancing at Carnivale, just trying to listen to EDM music, and all of a sudden, I'm thinking, someone slipped me some cocaine. I haven't had coke in 20 years. I've been completely sober, and now you're putting these EKG electrodes on my chest, and I look like a scene out of Stanley Kubrick's 2001 Space Odyssey, which is a brilliant film. Really should rent it again. Malcolm Gladwell. Lights bulb stuck up his asshole.
Now, have you seen my podcast, Revisionist History? No, well, it's a very popular podcast among erudite people. Well, anyway, I was trying to figure out the statistical likelihood of having a foreign object inserted in one person. Well, it turns out it's a lot easier than you think to have a light bulb shoved up your asshole.
Adam Driver, blunt force trauma.
I shouldn't even be in this ambulance. Look, I was just doing what normal people do, which is just work out. Except I was punching slabs of meat using my face. Hey, send me back to the set of Star Wars, which is weird because I've never seen the movies. Me, Star Wars is about outer space. Me, I'm all about living in the forest with my best friend, who's a hatchet.
Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks, just a very heavy case of just the sads. He just had a bad case of the sads. Now, I was on the phone with Carl Reiner, and I say, Carl, he's trying to talk me off the edge. He's like, I'm going to get on the ledge. And I say, Carl, why am I so sad? Carl says, maybe it's the prune juice. Maybe it's anti-Semitism. He says, maybe you can save a bunch of car insurance by switching over to Geico. Lastly, Phil Hartman with a splinter. Now there I was, just standing on set, bored out of my mind, when I saw in the distance a craft table. There were bagels and schmear and a bunch of bountiful fruits lying about. So I sauntered over, not interested in the crafts, but the oak credenza that the food was lying on. So there I was, merely strumming my finger along, when whoops, a little splinter went right in my finger. Now sure, I could have tweezed it out myself, but I'm a busy guy, so I called the ambulance. Now will you just pull this out of my finger? Now I'll end on one quick note. If you guys don't have a loved one, like a grandma or grandfather who's still alive, I recommend that you reach out to a family member. I've been writing letters to my grandmother for the past 10 years, so we just write letters back and forth. And sometimes I'll send her one-liners and jokes that I've written and liked. So this is my grandmother's favorite one-liner that I sent her. Recently, I got fired from a lemon farm. It was a very bitter experience. Thank you, everyone. Good night.